the hell is this come? Oh, God.
Hi, are you Richard Derricks?
Depends on who's asking. You here to serve me papers? I'm not responsible. And it's still jaywalking if you're in a wheelchair.
No, these are papers. I've spent a long time trying to find you. I even scoured social media.
Yeah, I'm banned from all those. Obama, right? Why are you looking for me?
I think you're my father.
Ah, shit, not this again. It's the second one today.
I think I made a mistake coming here.
Mistake? Like you? Just breaking your balls, kid. Call me Rich. What's your name?
Ethan Feldman.
Feldman? That could go either way. Hey, come on up here, sit down. Whiskey?
It's 11 a.m.
Key bump?
No.
Well, I'm all out of Capri Sun. So, who's your mom?
Oh, Gloria.
Nah, I don't know. You got a picture of her from the back? Maybe the back of her head? Some?
It's really rude. She did do some modeling a bit. It was kind of when you met in Tampa around that time.
Oh, yeah. Still no. But you can leave the jack rag. So I met her in Tampa?
Yeah, about 38 years ago.
How old are you, like 25?
38.
Oh, Tampa. I worked in radio there. Long time. And I got fired for telling the truth.
My aunt said you got fired because you kept blaming 9/11 on Jews.
Yeah, exactly. Truth. So where's your mom?
She passed away, unfortunately.
Hepatitis?
No, lung cancer. She was a heavy smoker.
Oh, thank God. It's out of my hands.
Seriously, could you not smoke in front of me right now?
What? What the
hell, man?
Listen, you're kind of a queef. I mean that as a compliment. Why start looking for me now? Would he like a kidney or something?
No, and certainly not one of yours.
Yeah, well, I pissed blood.
I started looking for you after my mom died. I mean, it was hard growing up without a dad. There's so many memories we could have created, and, you know, it was just hard. Every time there was a birthday or Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, good. Feldman, you know. Wasn't sure. So your mom never told you about me?
No, but I'm starting to see why.
If you feel like you missed out on so many memories, let's hang out.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, I'll drive. My truck is the balls. You sure you don't want anything from the buffet?
No, I've never eaten in a strip club, especially one this weird.
Hey, they're amputees. Don't discriminate. Plus no legs. Makes it way harder for them to run away. You get it? When no, I can't. You don't get it. Oh, man. There's a hair in my eggs. Sweet. Oh, I hope it's pubes.
I'm leaving you.
Come on over here, baby. Bring Daddy that velvet taco. Plant it right here. Let that big beef just pick up my glass and drink this.
Oh, yeah. It's Normal World. My name's Garrett, and we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of alien talk. So let's just get up to the news. Believers have flocked to Missouri to witness a bizarre occurrence. It was discovered that 4 years after her death, the body of an African-American nun, Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster, still had not decomposed, proving that even in the afterlife, black don't crack. Dave.
A New York woman made news after walking through Times Square with a sign that said, "Looking for husband." Sure, when a beautiful girl walks around holding a sign that says, "Looking for a husband," she's a boss. But when I wear a t-shirt that says, "Let me see them titties," I get asked to leave Sunday Mass. That's called a double standard.
Ridiculous. Elliot Page has a new movie coming out who closely, it resembles his real life transition. It will surely be the most impressive performance by an actor playing the opposite gender since Michelle Obama. Just let it ride. It's okay.
It's a curveball.
Just let it soak in.
I wasn't expecting that.
Anyway, critics are calling Elliot brave for the scene in a movie in which Paige does go topless. The producers originally wanted the part bottomless, but at the last minute decided that the idea was half-cocked.
Ew.
And welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
I'm quarterback Garrett.
And I am wearing a Canadian tuxedo. Also with us is Angela.
Hi. So glad to be here.
Thank you.
I'm so glad, man.
Thanks, homie. That sounded really authentic.
Yeah,
It was,
very
man.
happy.
I'm happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
That's good. Is that what you were
You
doing?
hate that.
What?
That I'm happy.
I don't hate that you're happy.
Well, we're the leaders here, and you need to be sad.
Why would I hate that you're happy?
Dave.
Jealous.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know what it feels like. Also, today, and today we also are joined by musician and rapper, JayQuist.
What's up?
What's up, JayQuist?
How are you, sir?
Doing well, I guess.
I met Jay a while, 10 years ago.
Yeah, you guys go way back.
Yeah, when you did music for our movie, The King of Detroit.
Heck yeah.
And you also did a little bit of the theme song for Normal World.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original
Hey.
pilot. Huh?
Yeah.
Some people were wondering who made that.
Yeah.
Right there.
Also, Operation Midnight Climax.
For my special. People were wondering who did that. Operation Midnight Climax was
guy.
JayQuist. So yeah.
Just to clear that up.
Yeah, people do love that song. They kept asking me who made it. And I was like, JayQuist.
People are always asking about our theme song. Like, not this one, but the one for the pilot.
Yeah.
Love that. Always like, hey, I love jamming to this song. What is it? I'm like, well, I can't tell you where to get it.
But you can.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll put a rap on it and drop it on my Spotify.
You should do that for
That'd
real.
be awesome.
Yeah, people would appreciate it. I could put a rap on it. I'm pretty good at rap.
I've seen your Christian rap.
Thank you. I do pretty good.
Yeah, we worked
Yeah,
pretty hard on that.
that's right. I figured I'm on my knees already. Might as well rap.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounded
that's
wrong.
no.
No, is that?
No.
No, it's not about praying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
For the Lord.
Dr. Prey.
Dr. Pray and Pleasey Please.
That's right.
Easy. It's the other one. It's
Nice
I'm not,
Cube.
nice
Nice
cube.
Cube. Nice Cube, Dr. Pray.
Can't even remember our
Easy,
own
please.
rap
DJ
names.
Mello.
Well, there's no reason they should exist. DJ Mello. Yeah. Pleasey. What does Pleasey Please end up dying of too early? Probably something.
Sugarfoot. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to
Sugarfoot.
be sugar.
Old Sugarfoot.
It's a good one.
Or just in a horrible wreck in his Prius. Anyway.
No, it's a private jet.
Is it a private jet? Oh,
Because
yeah,
the
they do
Lord-
make money.
Lord wants you to have a private jet.
That's true. Don't ask no questions. Pass the plate around. What movie is that? Don't Be a Menace.
Don't drink your juice in South Central.
Yeah.
Angela, we won't be speaking the rest of the show.
I'm sorry.
Let's talk about this. Aliens, guys. They're real, supposedly.
We've discovered this.
So
Two aliens.
Two
for real.
alleged 1,000-year-old non-human corpses were shown in front of the Mexican Congress yesterday. Meanwhile, in the United States Congress, several thousand-year-old inhuman corpses showed up for work. Here's Jaime Maussan presenting the corpses to Congress.
Nacional Autónoma de México, quien realizó los análisis de carbono 14. Estos seres tienen.
So are those like little dried up husks, like little jerky guys or something? What are they made of?
Well, they have baby coffins in the desert that are many years old, apparently. They were all buried in Yeti coolers.
Supposedly carbon dated to like 1,000 years ago.
Well, you were saying,
I'm having questions on that.
You were saying earlier that they were actually drones, but they're made of...
That's the theory, okay? So I've been to some of these UFO conferences. I've listened to the people. They know. They have a lot of theories. There's multiple different aliens. So if you're just thinking there's just gray guys out there and that's it, no. There's way more. There's like the Nords, all right? The Great Whites. I'm not making it up. That's what they're making up.
The Wharfs.
Okay. There's lizard people and there's all this stuff. But then there's the grays. And these are the little grays. And they're not like born like this. They're biological drones.
I thought these were reptilians.
These ones?
Well, they have eggs.
Well, I mean, I don't know what aliens do. Maybe if these are the drones, these are the drones, they're carrying eggs for the mother race. So the mother race, right, they develop, because they're not going to send their own bodies because that'd be dangerous. I don't want to do that. Send them over, galaxies, right?
That's why we put monkeys into space who smoke.
Right. You send a dog up there or something, right? Yeah. So they make these biological drones. They could be carrying these eggs across the galaxy over to Mexico or Peru, wherever it is.
What's your take? You think they're real?
I don't know. I have heard the drone theory, and I feel like that could be possible just to man these spacecrafts.
Well,
why would you do it yourself?
Here's the funny thing, though. Maussan, the guy who found the aliens, apparently in 2015, he also found an alien, which was debunked because it turned out it was just a corpse of a human child from Peru that had 3 fingers.
Well,
so it may appear that,
Wait, this is
one of the scans. This is the new one.
This is the new
scan. This is not the baby.
That's the eggs I was talking about.
So how do you know, though, it's not the same guy who's like, look, I found more aliens, and you're like, did you just mutilate a kid's body?
Where did you get that corpse?
He made it look like that.
A little weird. I don't know. South America. I watched Sound of Freedom.
But it's where he found the last one. He's like, no, I looked harder this time.
I double-checked.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's got 3 eggs in it that
trust me, bro.
Which are in pristine condition, by the way. The eggs have not rotted at all. Like they're
solid.
Shoved in there last Tuesday. How do we know he just make this thing out of 5 different parts? He's just out there. He's like,
it looks like a mermaid they'd have in an old. They have all of the people come in and look at the mermaid, and like it's really just a monkey.
Why would you even go? Wouldn't you send your friend in instead of the guy who was already debunked? And you're like, guys, listen,
distance.
I went back and I dug deeper, and I found another 3-fingered baby alien in a coffin, in a white, pristine coffin. And this time, though, it's real. Like, I know the last 3-fingered one, you got me, okay?
Look, I learned my lesson.
We all make goofs.
Let's bring this guy in again one more time.
But we're like, look, the man is a doctor of nonsense, so let's hear him out. And he's like, listen, this is
the real deal.
And they're like, did you sew? Like, I think those are seams.
Well,
and he's like, no, I didn't
repair them a little.
Yeah, he's like, I had to fix some stuff.
Yeah, they were a little broken because they're 1,000 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's like, that's a tattoo. He goes, why is
the culture in space? They could have tattoos up there.
Why does their spaceship say "Made in Taiwan"?
Davey reminds me of the guy that told you he had
you got me on that.
Big feet.
The which one?
The guy that came up to you at the show and said that he had big feet.
Oh yeah,
that he had big feet kids.
Oh yeah, he did. He's like, I've seen big feet.
Like, oh really?
Yeah, I was like, plural. I was like, oh yeah,
like a whole family.
Ones. He had pictures.
He had pictures of big feet, like a whole family of
that he had seen, and he like had put out bait. Like
What kind of bait do you put out for big feet?
I can't remember the exact bait. It was like pumpkins and stuff. Because, you know.
I thought you had to do like
Basic
knocking.
bitches.
Yeah. Yes, you know, big
Out of all the things, pumpkins.
pumpkin and spice. Well, they do have furry boots. They have furry boots and fat asses. Yeah, that's what he had though. He's like, I got some big, because I was making fun of Bigfoot on stage, and this one table is losing their mind laughing, and I'm like, what? Because I was just talking about how many shows about Bigfoot can we possibly have? This is like 10 years ago, because every episode
They're still making shows.
Right. Yeah, 'cause every episode has the same ending where you don't find him.
Like they almost do every time.
Well, it's like the Ghost
Or a little
Hunters
closer.
show where it's like, oh, we almost got him. Like, but it's Bigfoot where you're like, man, it wasn't him at all.
Dang it.
So
Not again.
close.
Again.
Yeah, we're going back as a bear.
Look at that tree. It's broken down though. It's like it's pointing in a direction.
Yeah, they're all pointing and laughing at this guy because he was on one of the shows, and he's like, I know you think it's, but they got juniors, they got big feet. And he's like showing me pictures, and I'm like, this is.
And then there's the squatch knockers, the guys who go out and they're like banging on trees to lure them
They're
in.
trying to talk to him because you can hear them knocking on trees in the distance.
It's a communication.
Or it's an echo.
I don't think it's too crazy to believe that there was at some point a species of like ape or something that lived in North America that may have crossed between, like, not crossed, but lived in the same vicinity as humans, and we just through time made like myth out of them, and you know, like.
I think a
But-
lady made love to an ape, and that's how Bigfoot was made.
Hey man, I don't know nothing.
Someone's
love.
got to make love to them.
Somebody got to do
It's
it.
true.
They need love.
They need love.
That whole sign language thing was nothing but a con.
What thing?
Or the monkeys that.
I see. I
The
told
one
you,
that
bro.
taught the sign language. I think you're the
Holy
one who told me
bull
that.
crap.
Remember how the monkey learned sign language, the gorilla?
Coco or Coco?
Yeah, it was in the 80s. It was like Coco the
Oh,
gorilla.
bullshit,
And
dude.
it turned out it was a lie. I bet you she was making sweet love.
Yeah, she
That
was
gorilla.
knocking.
It's like
Yeah,
the woman with the dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Masturbating dolphins.
What's that, dude?
Well, yeah, and the one dolphin loved the one lady, so she's like, I'll grab your ponytail and bring you into the sea with me. And it turns out,
I can show you the world.
it's funny how
Doesn't
that
work.
works in real life, where they're like, but you don't have gills and you're bleeding. You'll never see your family again. Because I'm a dolphin and you're a land creature.
We think they're majestic, but they will rape you.
They're very
Dolphins?
rapey.
They're rapey.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen like the outtakes of Flipper? Darkest shit you'll ever
Horrible.
see.
Oh,
Hollywood.
wow.
I don't know what to say.
Can you imagine if it's a new Flipper every week because the cast just keeps getting brutally raped by a dolphin?
Why do they keep making them?
Why do you keep bringing in these dolphins? Get a female dolphin. Ah, no.
Oh,
They're just as bad.
yeah, they rape as well.
They're harder to train. How do you know? You keep bringing in the men.
Notice you walk funny too.
Yeah, well, I like them.
I love dolphins.
I like to train them. I like the blowhole. I like the way the blowhole sounds.
Like to warm the water, put some candles out around the pool.
You know how it is.
You know.
Just go out. It's all like a candlelight dinner and a bucket of fish.
I love you too.
Yes. What are you doing? Nothing. Training.
Yeah.
Training.
I'm a marine biologist.
Free Willy was a stupid movie.
Really was.
You're not gonna free a Willy. It is interesting how those whales do kill themselves.
They do.
By beaching themselves.
Yeah.
They beach, but the ones
The ones that are in captivity.
like they will ram their face into like the side of SeaWorld and die.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
That's probably what I would do if I was in jail.
Yeah, and it's like a 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock show. They're like, if you like
Take
this,
your kids. Kill me.
why did
Oh,
it
look
do
at
that?
him. Look at him. He's
Why
doing a
did
trick.
Why did he do it, Daddy? Well, because humans are monsters. Yeah, I
put people
it's
in cages.
sad. I think it's sad.
It's very
I'm
sad.
gonna go ahead and
But
say-
aliens, if aliens were real, We could put them in the little cages.
We could. Well,
Or what if we're the ones in the cage?
Oh.
That's the
Cage of
theory.
the Earth.
That's the theory, man. Is that we're like a little zoo down here.
you think we're a reality show?
I would watch. I mean, we're tuning into ourselves already.
That's true. They probably
Yeah.
are just a bunch of intergalactic people. Like, look at these idiots.
Look at these disgusting monkeys.
Tune into different countries like a channel.
Yeah.
You're like on USA, you can watch USA.
Stop.
It's on Africa, you just watch a guy try to fight a gazelle. And then you just turn
Just
on
run.
USA. Yeah, it's Africa, there's a guy with a tiger, but then you can tune into Texas and watch a guy with a tiger in his garage.
With more tigers.
For some reason.
I started wondering, like, if they are real, like, what the, like, will we start, like, having relationships with them? Like, will, like, racism become a thing of the past? And will we start being, like,
Racist with them?
maybe?
We need a new species to hate. Like, that's the only way that I think we'll ever come together.
That's like the movie District 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in slums and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's a great
Throw them
movie.
over there.
I've always thought that, like, the only way, like, was Independence Day when you see that and you're like, oh, that's when everybody comes together. And it's like, you're right. We do have petty differences. Yeah. We can hate these things. Like, we don't come
Gross.
together.
Look, they have tentacles and stuff.
We don't come together through love, but we're like, we can murder them.
Yeah.
And then eventually people will start marrying them and having, like, interspecies babies with them. And people will be like, I don't agree with that. That's not my values.
Yeah,
We have laws against that. That's against nature.
there'll be movies where it's just some woman,
Little
bringing-
quarter alien.
yeah, some fat white girl bringing home her alien.
Yeah.
I would watch
My
that.
pappy don't approve.
Just sitting there in the dad.
Me and
He's a
Zorbu.
humanist.
It's like
Zorbu were
son-in-law,
friends right here.
like the Pauly Shore alien. And you just sit
Everyone hates him.
So I guess you're here to marry my daughter. I don't like your kind. One of your kind killed my pappy.
I don't like how you talk to me through telekinesis right into my head.
Right into my brain.
My permission.
Yeah. I know
Ain't
you.
freedom, boy.
I know
Get your
you're.
alien ass out of here.
I know you know what I'm thinking. Don't even know I'm talking to you right now.
How many anuses you probed, boy?
I know you got at least one, and that was mine. I mean, you didn't use any sort of lubricant.
It's raw, dog. I don't even know why.
Why so many anuses, boy? What, are you going to learn something new? You're going into 30 of them.
30.
It's funny that every single alien story is like, yeah, I was out in the woods camping with some buddies, and they invaded my anus. And it's like, wow, is that what happened?
I don't know what happened for hours.
Yeah.
I woke up the next
Blacked
day.
out.
Yeah, me and 6 of my friends were out drinking in the woods, and my ass hurt. Oh, is that what
Must have been alien.
Yeah, that's the only thing that could have happened.
That or it's a wife that goes, oh, I disappeared at night and I woke up and I was in an alien ship.
Go on, baby, what?
They probed me in my buttocks
Oh, no.
and I am sore.
You never let me back
That's why you
there.
cannot touch.
That's got to be a true story then.
Let's go to the 9 o'clock news.
I know how much you love sexing with me.
I do.
So there's no way that could be a made-up.
That cannot be it.
Let's go tell the story. My wife was probe-loved. Go ahead.
The TV in the 90s was just like, really? Okay.
I remember I interviewed
Put her on there.
D.B. Sweeney, who was the star of Fire in the Sky, which that was a true story, supposedly, out in the 70s.
Mhm.
Remember that? Like his truck and then he got brought up into the spacecraft. And they were like, there's proof because his tire tracks stop right here. Like, that's probably where he had sex with his friend in his truck.
And then backed away.
He's shining it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. He woke up in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I don't know. I recently watched the new. There's like a new rendition of that.
Is there?
It's a new one.
Yeah, I think so.
I gotta watch it.
It wasn't that great.
Dang it.
What's
I
it
woke
called?
up on the street.
Fire in my pie.
I'm not sure.
There is a version, though, where there is somebody gets taken.
Yeah, yeah.
I also loved the Spielberg Close Encounters.
Close Encounters is a fantastic movie.
And it's a great way because he was abandoned by his father, and that's what that's about. That's why at the end of the
Abandonment.
movie, that's why at the end of the movie, Richard Dreyfuss is like, "Bye, family. I'm going to
abandons his whole family.
He leaves his whole family to go on a spaceship."
What a great message, I'd say. I guess. Was he
terrible-
trying to like just? Wait, so you're saying Spielberg was abandoned by his father? Something
Yeah.
about that? So he's trying to justify why his father left him by saying that aliens showed up?
I don't think he was trying to justify, but I think he just, it was a way, there was certainly something there where it's like, yeah, my dad left. Hopefully it was by,
Hopefully it was aliens that played nice music.
It's an artistic depiction.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, granted, it's not what his dad left for. I'm sure it was just some waitress, but like, you know, in that, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go live with aliens. No one would leave their family to be like, gonna go take my chances, guys.
What if Heaven's Gate was real?
Yeah.
What if they're like up there right now and they're like, joke's on you guys. Good thing we don't have our genitals.
Did you ever see
We do have these sweet ass Nikes.
Did you ever see that SNL sketch?
Yeah, where it's like Fred Armisen is like, hey, we're here. We did it.
No, it's got Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's like, we're up here. And then, yeah, Tim Meadows goes, 100% right about everything, except that whole castration thing. Totally wrong about that. Completely unnecessary.
That one.
It's one of the greats.
I just love that that's what, like, isn't that the part of the cult where you'd be like, I think this guy's wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go with you there. I'm done. I'm going to step out.
We're going to ride.
I'm going to take the shoes, though. Can I take the shoes?
Yeah. I like the Nikes.
They're nice. They're custom, though. So
Yeah. I'd like to leave with the Nikes and my penis attached.
yes, please.
I'm very impressionable, so I feel like I might have done it.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't have a penis.
Yeah, how would that
Well,
have worked for you?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not that hard.
You just, all you have to do is drink the Kool-Aid.
I'll drink it.
All the guys,
I'll drink it.
the guys are really
down.
investing because once you saw it off, you're like, yeah, well.
Actually,
Committed.
all your energy to fight back is gone.
it's true. Jim Jones grew up in the same church that I did.
Jim Jones did?
For real?
Yeah. Church of the Nazarene. He went with his
Really?
grandma. Yeah.
Bro.
Hey,
Boy.
Nazarene church people.
Ready to drink
Sorry.
that Kool-Aid. Sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what. Some of his congregation do not know how to pass a note. You know what I mean? You got to tell a congressman, hey, buddy, we need help. I like that the congressman
Red flags.
or the senator or whatever, just like, you get a note passed to you, and his instinct was to just throw it on the ground instead of even hold on to it for a minute.
Man,
it
politicians, bro.
just says, help us. So that guy's going to the helicopter, like everything's fine. And then he's like, why are these guys with guns surrounding my helicopter? Oh, maybe it's the note you just dropped.
It's for protection.
Yeah, well, what do you
Security.
That's a good church to be raised in, though.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh, that's odd. It
I
seemed,
wouldn't expect that.
it seemed the,
Sorry.
Now we're going to be attacked by the
I'm sure
Jim
they're
Jones
thrilled.
people.
There's not that many of them left.
Oh, okay.
no. From what I understand, there weren't many left to grow up.
Oh, death.
Oh, you know what?
Were
Speaking
you
of
raised
death-
in the Jim Jones?
Speaking of death.
No,
That's good.
unfortunately.
Are you familiar with Jim?
Or fortunately.
Yeah. It's not a good guy.
Nice glasses, though.
Charismatic. He did wear a nice pair of aviators.
There's
It's
something
to
about
hide
these
his
cult
meth
I
guys.
do like aviators.
Something about these cult guys, they got good glasses.
Mm.
You know?
You need a big pair.
Waco, great glasses.
Yeah. Well, that guy,
Really just two people. Jim Jones and the guy from Waco. So.
David Koresh was pretty astonishing.
Very
Because it was
charismatic.
like, listen, I will take away the burden of you having to have sex with your wives. And that's when everybody there was, not everybody, but a lot of the guys were like, I'm sorry, what? He's like,
Excuse?
listen, it's the burden that I will. And they're like, no, this is, okay, I already thought this was kind of BS, but
I will take
no. No,
Is that Children of God?
Yeah, that was the Waco. Waco.
No, that's different. Okay.
No, this was Waco.
Okay.
I
I'm
believe
thinking
that's
of Children of
every
God.
cult, I think, is the.
It eventually gets to
It
that
eventually
point.
gets to sex cult. We were just talking about the sex cult, the. What is it?
Nexium.
Nexium, which is obviously a sex cult, but it didn't start that way. It started off with, hey, I'm just trying to improve everybody's lives. And then it turned into,
Especially my
also
own.
have sex with me, because then that's how you get better. Yeah. So it's everyone always just devolves back to that.
No, it's not a cult. Birch Gold. And I'll tell you that.
Why'd you laugh? I don't get it.
I didn't, because it's true.
Yeah.
Well, look, the U.S. dollar, let's be honest, guys, it's virtually worthless, and you're working all the time for it. So you want to learn more about Birch Gold? I do. So let's not, boy, that's scrolling fast for you wanting me to read it.
Oh my God.
I can't. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
It's a new sponsor. I myself, anyway.
Sorry.
Look, we're trying to pay our bills here, dang
I thought you were
it.
going to the
right.
call.
Oh, I was
call to action.
scrolling so
I
fast.
was really going to discuss it for a second, and I'd like to apologize to Birch, who I
Yeah.
think are lovely people, and I want to thank them. Well, what
Sure,
are you
yeah.
doing this now?
No, wait.
Let's start again.
There we go.
Are you guys interested in Birch Gold? I am too. Now let's scroll. I want you to learn more about Birch Gold, because right now we're living in a very uneasy time. Brazil, China, India, South Africa,
Places.
Russia, places. We don't know what's going to be the first or last shoe to fall, but we do know that everything is going to come to a horrible end before we all become zombies and begin eating each other.
Yes. And then the heat death of the universe.
That's correct. Right as climate change happens and we all burn alive,
Yes.
you're going to want to make sure that you are invested properly. And is an IRA the best way to invest with some scumbag like Bernie Madoff? Because they're still out there. Some tax-sheltered IRA? I doubt it. So let's learn more about Birch Gold. Take 2 seconds and text NORMAL to 989-898. Again, that number is 989-898 for your free info kit on gold with thousands of happy customers and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. That's a 5-star A+ rating for Birch Gold from the Better Business Bureau. It's an IRA. You may have a traditional IRA, but this is a way to look at it by investing it into gold, and it will tell you all about it just by texting that number. Birch Gold. Thank you very much for being a sponsor of this show.
What's that number?
989-898.
98, 98, 98.
Oh, that's
There's
way
another way
easier.
to
We
think
should
of
have
it.
done it that way.
Well, I prefer to sound smoother. 98, 98, 98, 98.
98, 98, 98.
I didn't mean to make it a goofy. It just moved so fast. I was like, what the who?
Just like that.
Felt like I was being probed. Have you seen Aliens? You had a story. I want to hear it.
Well, I've had a sleep paralysis moment one time where there were alien fetus, kind of baby aliens pointing green lasers at me, and I couldn't move.
Was it a dream or like a real...
It seemed like a sleep paralysis thing because I woke up and the setting that I was in was the setting that I woke up in afterwards. Like they were in the room that I was in.
Okay, so yeah, that's what a lot of the abductions tend to seem like, sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
It's this very similar kind of thing. I'm in my room and I'm aware of my room and some kind of figure comes in, is either sitting on me or takes me away.
Sitting on you.
Yeah. Well, not me, but that's the story.
Okay.
Right? So like you'll have like a little goblin or some kind of dark entity or aliens or something.
People see the shadow guy
Yeah.
a lot. I saw
Shadow
the
in the
alien
corner,
fetuses.
Alien fetuses,
Really?
bro?
Yeah. But I also saw, I recently had a
Wait,
UFO
were they
sighting.
these alien fetuses? Holy shit.
They look kind of the same size.
Bro.
Is sleep paralysis when someone breaks into your room and sits on your face?
I believe so, yes.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Go on.
Well, I had a UFO sighting in actual broad daylight that just
Seriously?
Really?
it shook me up.
Where were you?
I was just in the parking lot across the street from where I work, picking
Universal Studios.
up. Holy shit!
The back lot?
I was just getting some Chinese food, and it's just floating there. It was like a vertical kind of tube
Like a cigar? kind of
Similar,
shape?
but it had
Tic-tac?
it
Like a
had
tic-tac? I'm fucking-
it had more ridges and it was matte black.
Oh.
It's kind of rotating. And I just stared at it for like 10 minutes until it hovered off into the distance and then didn't know how to spend the rest of my day.
That is
Besides
weird.
looking up alien stuff on my phone all day.
How long was it in the sky?
I watched it for a good 15 minutes and I definitely should have taken a photo, but I didn't.
You're just like mesmerized by.
Oh yeah,
Was this recently or was this like
It's like-
years ago?
a month, 2 months ago.
What?
Yeah, broad daylight, and I've seen tons of sightings before camping when it looks just like a satellite moving,
Yeah.
kind of strange,
That's what it is.
or the International Space Station. You can see
Right.
that's the brightest one, but no, I don't even know. I don't know what to.
No, you don't know.
about
I mean,
this. You,
well,
could
there's
be a
also been
balloon, but if
UFOs.
it's staying in the same spot for 15 minutes,
It didn't stay in the same spot. I mean, it stayed in
I don't know.
200 yards from me in the sky, and then slowly drifted off.
There's stories too about that. Like Dan Aykroyd has a couple of those stories too, and why he also makes his vodka using these certain rocks. Where,
He like, pours it through crystals.
but that's because of like this like place where aliens have been. Like there's all sorts of
we
crazy.
got to get one of those.
You need to get drunk off of that vodka,
Right.
Yeah,
the
I've-
alien vodka.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, but I would like to watch you both get drunk.
I will drink.
I'll buy it just to watch you two enjoy it.
Let's do it.
And that would be my treat.
Oh, thank you, Dave. In the future.
My treat.
So sweet.
Thank you so much for the Dan Aykroyd drinks.
Dan Aykroyd.
And then we wake up in the middle of the street.
Like Butler.
Did you guys see you got all alien probed?
Whoa.
It's like, Dave, why are you dressed as an alien? I'll be like, oh, I thought I changed.
He has all this footage of us.
It's clearly
Evocative.
This is where you guys did an alien sandwich.
I had a dream. Dave was floating in front of me, sat on my chest.
Sat on my face.
This is why this is when they made the ship look like my house.
It's very elaborate. The technology is out of this world. I don't know how to understand it.
I don't know how they were able to do it. I wasn't even in town that day, I swear. Yeah, you were. You bought the drinks. No, I left like right after.
I was on tour.
Yeah, remember? Like, I swear. I have a tape. Like this really rough footage in front of the normal world sign. Guys, yeah, I was in Dakota.
Let's go right to History Channel with that.
No, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that, though. I know I've seen weird stuff in the sky kind of pause, and I've wondered what it was.
Yeah.
And also in Michigan, there were several UFO incidents this year, and that was very bizarre. And then they just wouldn't tell us what it was. And they shot one like into one of the lakes. I think it was Huron or something.
Wait, are you talking
They
about the
shot one.
balloons? The
One
Chinese
was
balloons?
The balloons were there, but then there were the Chinese spy balloons. But then
Right.
there were other stuff. There was other stuff that was like, oh, we saw a UFO. And
There's like
there was-
4 other ones.
yes, and they were not confirmed of what they actually were.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that.
Over Lake Michigan, they sent out jets out there and contacted it by shooting it down. Never,
That's how we contact them.
never said what they. Yeah,
This is how
that's how America does it. All right, we contact with some guns.
But the Chinese balloon that came over, it's like that's espionage now. It's just a hot air
That had to be a
balloon.
distraction, right?
Yeah, well, it's got to be.
It's like a cartoon villain. Like
Who's
I
in
don't
it?
know.
Yeah, spy versus spy
then-
bullshit.
That Chinese Willy Wonka.
It was so stupid. We just let it happen. We were in shock.
You won, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. It's a hot air balloon.
Look at them down
They
there.
were
They're
they
like
were
ants.
aware of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they just let it go.
Well, it's so
All the way.
strange that ever since 2020, all of a sudden it's like, all right, guys, there's some aliens. And we're like, okay, why are you telling us now?
Yeah.
Like,
They've
I
been
don't
Like,
slowly
yeah, right.
telling us over time. It's like soft disclosure stuff, you know, like leave a little here, a little there, so you're not
the
just
David
like, oh my
Grush
God.
stuff.
Yeah, like
Couple
it's
months
just
back.
slowly trickle in that information, so it's not just like total freak out or whatever.
I feel
back on the X.
I think people are ready.
Yeah, but even back on the X Files, Vince Gilligan was saying, like they would go to the producers and stuff, like people in the government, and be like, yeah, "Don't do that. Like you're getting a little close." Like stuff like saying that to, like basically threatening them about certain story ideas.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've heard something too about like ET. like the head of this looking a lot like E.T., the neck and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
retracts like a turtle, all of that. That's part of like soft disclosure, is that they're like kind of informing them on like how to shape it so that when ultimately we do see if
We're, like,
these are real
comfortable.
or whatever, that it's like, oh, it's like E.T. It's a little bit more digestible.
See,
or
I don't
something.
like that. That means they're trying to mess with your brain, man.
Oh, we knew that.
They're trying to like soften you into it. I don't want to be soft. I want to be hard.
Yeah, no. I feel like it's weird how in the past they were just harassing people who would talk about aliens and making them look like idiots. But now I feel like if they got on the news tomorrow and they're like, here's real scans of alien bodies that we have, everyone would be like, oh,
Yeah.
That's what I
Nobody
feel.
cares.
That's what I feel like today is. We're like, yeah, maybe, but I don't believe you.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It'll
we're
always
also
be
like,
like,
and even if it's real, why just shut down the country?
Uh-huh.
We
And
don't
then
let-
it
Well, they
brings
call-
up more questions.
They call it UAP now. It's not UFO. It's UAP.
What's that?
Don't ask me.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah. I'm so stupid.
Are you
with that.
serious?
Yes.
Yeah. They've changed it so it seems like it's more military and not UFO.
It's a new trademark.
It's so stupid.
Rebranding. It's like P. Diddy.
Yeah. UAP.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. and throughout the years, they've had all these different government like investigative groups that are investigating UFOs or whatever, and then they shut it down, and then they can always reference back and say, "Well, we looked into it, and we shut it down," but then they have another one, and then they have another one, and they have another one, and that's what the whole David Grush thing was about: is the compartmentalization of the information.
Right.
And that's what he was getting different pieces from people from all these different like shadow investigative bodies going, hey buddy, we have some biologics. Hey man, those biologics aren't from this universe, they're from other universes.
And that
Hey
was
buddy, it just kept going.
and that was a while ago. But they were
Yeah.
asking him too. They're like, "Can you show this to us?" And he's like, "Well, not here.
I can't show anybody here.
I mean, if you come back
but
to
you have
my
to sign
Yeah.
something.
If you go
and then
camping with me.
yeah, you
come
Try this
the
vodka.
closet. So I can- yeah.
have some of this skull vodka, and you come to my apartment. I'm going to show you some aliens.
Got some big feet
I'll
too.
give
Yeah, I got some big feet. Got some aliens. You ever seen Loch Ness Monster?
We
They're
did this sketch.
small.
down. Hello.
Smaller than you think. Pretty big for
Like
my
the
pants.
chupacabra.
It's a chupacabra. You're like, that's a chihuahua. You're like, no, it ain't. You glued,
It's bigger than that.
you glued horns to your dog. You ain't leaving.
It's too late now. Put the chains on.
Come on, kid.
It's actually some intricate taxidermy that they had to do to make that shit. Like somebody was having a really good time making that stuff.
That's an artisan, man.
It's
A
awesome.
master
That's actually
at his work.
yeah, that's badass.
Respected. Should be respected.
You should be. You got to respect the chupacabra.
Oh yeah.
That's on my grandfather's headstone. Respect the chupacabra.
Did he die by chupacabra?
He's a wise man.
Yes, he did.
I'm so sorry.
Wise man.
Yeah. Well, we think he did. We're not. We think my grandmother may have shot him.
Oh.
But she said it was a chupacabra, and that's where we leave it.
Do you think that alien guy is doing some sort of taxidermy thing with these new bodies that they found?
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. I think
Absolutely,
that's what he
yeah.
did. I think he found 9 dead Persian kids,
Just grafted them together.
and just like he did the last time, and was like, "Hey, look at all these aliens."
Ruin some
Look at
duck
this
eggs.
weird thing that I
Yeah, look at
Put them in some coffins. We're like, hey.
You can't get debunked with a 3-finger alien and then come back 8 years later and go,
Another
a 3-finger alien.
dude.
You're a
I
liar.
really got it this time, though.
I don't believe him now.
Second time. That's the charm. That's gonna happen.
If
Nailed
you
it.
sent in literally anyone else, I'd go, all right, now I believe you. But because it's this guy, I think he's just been sitting in a workshop puppeteering dead bodies. And then he showed up and was like, look at the baby alien drone I found. Believe me. It's encased in white linen. Kiss it on its beautiful alien head. I wonder if it dreams the way we dream.
That's amazing.
Oh
Anyway, before we get to our final segment that I am very excited about,
yes.
we do have to dismount here in a second. I want to thank you all very much for joining us, as many of you do. Also, you can catch me this weekend at Vasani's in Port Charlotte, Florida, or next weekend at the Wonders Theater in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh,
September 22 and 23. And the, help me, Angela?
What? Oh, the Leicester?
The Leicester Square Theater in the United Kingdom.
Why do they spell things so silly over there?
No, right? It's March 23rd of next year. Tickets are on sale now. If you Google it, some crazy, goofy web thing comes up, and they
and I'll tell you how to get there.
But QB, where can we find you?
Hey, if you guys like UFO conversations or some of that like ancient apocalypse conversations, like Graham Hancock and all that kind of stuff, we'd have a show. It's called Forbidden Frontier on Nerdrotic Live. We do it every Sunday, so go check it out. We have a lot of fun. Talk about the same kind of stuff.
And Dallas.
Oh yeah,
Dallas.
Yes.
September 27th. But more important, JayQuist, where can we find you?
You can find me on Spotify, Instagram, JayQuist, JayQuist, and hopefully performing in Denver sometime soon.
Very cool. Now, performing his song, Try Part 2, JayQuist.
There is nothing stopping you from getting closer to your dreams. All you have to do is try, and you will find that you succeed. You gotta do it how you want to. No one else can show you how. You gotta see it how you see it in your mind, and pull those thoughts into the world. All you really need is a little belief in yourself. Fuck those thoughts that got you feeling like you always need some help. All you gotta do is try. All you need to do is try. All it takes is trying, so don't be afraid. Low key, ain't a style that I don't see. I murder these sounds, you a nosebleed. Give it time and a place and I'm home free. They all got a lot to say, I tell them don't speak. I'm a freak, I'm a gangster on the beats. I can tell a lot of stories you would not believe. I done sacrificed a lot so I can be me. You ain't gotta stay locked when you got the key. Yeah, live what I dream what I live, no in between. I sleep well, can't tell when I'm in it. Integral, but I ain't fucking with no limits. I'm running these gifts, I don't run from shit. I get it how I live and I live it up. Try to stay up in the bliss, rolling up cannabis. I'm nice when I sip, staying hungry. When you see me in the club, say what up, Jay? Yeah, I put in on my time, then I press play. Then I spit a hot rhyme, it's a gateway. And I walk through knowing I can fly away. No top, no ceiling, don't stop. So high, I've been living in the drop. Free fall, only feeling that I got. I never check, but I know I got a lot. No stress, no drama. Eating everything like I'm smoking marijuana. Puffing up my chest, I'm that fucking Don Dada. Get up on the stage every day, cause I gotta rap fly, cause I got a lot of style. Gotta be the best, cause I got them by a mile. Gotta stay fresh, gotta show them how it's done. They trying too hard and I just do this shit for fun. I'm the fucking one, you should call me Neo. Keep my sauce hot, dab it on Tapatio. I'm just one guy, but I'm moving like a trio. Yeah, I do this shit for me and they just do it for the ego. All I ever did is fucking practice in my 20s. Now I'm dirty 30, about to hit the ground running. You know I got the skills and now it's time to get the money. Yeah, I'm climbing up the hill, I'm on the shine, keep it sunny. I had a lot of time just to think about this Always played the game, ain't that something about a bitch? The world is so small till it ain't though. I'm getting bigger trying to put this on my bankroll. Everybody always thinking they know what to do, and they gon' always say they know what's best for you. All I know is if you really trying to get played, You will only be as big as the last song you made. Legalize marijuana in Texas.
Nope. What? Nope. There'll be none of that.
I thought this was Blaze, come on.
Oh, well, you thought wrong, buckaroony. Now get your head down, degenerate, and get out of here.